4 Alpha Echo. Yeah. And there you go. And I'll just get this to put on the other one, and I'll just put that on that one.
All right.
Appreciate you asking that.
Yeah, no problem. You want this with the stamped one or the non-stamped one?
Non-stamped on that. And I got one of these, the 7/8.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
I got a special price for you.
Well, you know, too, I'm president of the Experimental Aircraft Association. We have a meeting Saturday. Have you got a card?
Man, we've been out of cards forever. But
Oh, no. It's fine. I'll let them know.
Yeah, well, I mean,
That if,
it's in Madison Airport.
Well, I fly out of Madison, but our meeting is at Raymond.
Right.
Because we do a lot of fly-ins.
Yeah.
And see, Madison underlies Jackson Airspace.
Right.
So if we fly 50 kids, we would drive the control tower at Jackson Crazy, where we can take off from Raymond and do all of our stuff. And
Raymond's popular.
see, yeah, we're in Class G airspace, so we don't have to check in with the tower and everything.
$594.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah. Well, y'all get a special price. Normally they're $375, but y'all buy so many.
Keep the tip.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, let them know. We've always done a lot of them. We've actually had some guys fly down here from North Carolina to get keys made.
Well, and see, that's the deal. Our group, we have people all over the state. And then being president, I talk to the presidents of the other aircraft clubs. And all,
Cool.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
well, I appreciate it. Yeah.
All right, man.
Have a good one.
You too.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
I wanted to know if I could get some copies made of you.
Absolutely.
Awesome, thank you.
Don't be startled if you hear a bark.
Say again, I'm
There's
sorry.
dogs down here, so don't be startled if you hear them
No, it's
suddenly
okay.
bark.
I'm sure that keeps work fun.
You didn't have to take it off.
Oh, awesome. I think this one doesn't work, so it would be these four. I can take this one off.
No, just everything besides that one.
Yeah, yes please.
And how many of each?
Just one of each.
Okay. Does that one with the big head go to a gate?
No, it actually goes to the back door of my apartment. It's weird. If that one is, we don't
Well,
really
it's-
need that one. I don't think we're gonna use our back door anyway.
Well, it's cut on a weird key, and I want to cut it on the right key, but
Okay.
as long as it doesn't go to a weird gate. make
Yeah, it doesn't go to
just
any
goes
kind
to
of
a
gate.
regular, like,
It just
lock.
goes to a door, yeah.
I'm going to make it on the right blank.
Okay.
Because it would only be used for a gate with that style of key.
Weird. Yeah, it goes to a door.
Okay, so that.
ones are so funny.
Hmm?
I said these ones are so funny. The wine glass and the
Oh, yeah.
cat and dog.
I was about to say, any of those colors or patterns could be done on this key, but you said it's not really an important key, so.
That's
You want to
cool.
do just plain brass for it, or did you want to do any of the pattern for it?
I'll do the pattern.
Okay,
do
so let's pick
something.
you out whatever one you want.
Would this one work?
With the round head, that color wheel, yeah, right below it. Okay. Alright. Is that it? On Saturdays with 3 keys, you get a free tag, so pick you out one of
cool.
the few remaining colors that we have there. And did you want to put this set on that tag, or?
Yeah, that'd be great. That's really nice.
$10.80. Alright, let me key it in real quick. Oh no, not no. I decided to power off.
Oh no.
Give me just a second for it to
Yeah,
boot
no
back
worries.
up. I think I held the button down a little too long. Your button's right there when you pick it up.
Oh no.
So
It's like the perfect spot for that to happen every time you grab it. Dang. You guys stay pretty busy on a Saturday?
we do get a fair number of customers that come in.
Nice.
I'm usually just up here doing things that need to be done throughout the week that I don't get to. Alright, there we go.
Awesome.
Okay. And is that the last 4 on your?
Yeah.
Let's hit that and I'll send my receipt to your
Awesome.
thing there. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Thanks for the tag.
Yeah, no problem. Is this thing on? Thank you. What's? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta get the mask off. Okay, so we good? Yeah, we hear you. All right. Thank you, Wes. All right, hey everybody. What's up, Steam Gadget? That thing is on. Well, that's good to know. It's good to know that I can multitask, right? Multitask. Oh, it was already on. Shit. Hold on. Okay. Now I'm back. What's... Oh! Y'all, happy Saturday morning live. Season 3, episode 13. Frank is in the house. He's back there. He's back there with Grace's sister. Hopefully he'll come up here in just a minute. I don't know if y'all saw him walking back and forth, but little Frank in the house today, unexpectedly. But I'm not going to turn little Frank down, so Lock Force has already assembled. So let me catch back up, and it was flashing. Sorry about that. I noticed it has fresh batteries now, so that was probably rather distracting to everybody. But I guess it did call everybody in. I don't need this anymore, do I? No, I don't think so. I'm not listening to myself. Charlie Brown and Lucy is at the house. I actually didn't want to deal with dogs today. My door's open and my AC is on, so let's kick it over to a different screen. I'm going to catch up on the comments, so let's go to there. That is right. Beep. Better. A little more boop. I've been booping a whole lot lately, y'all. Started my morning off at 4:45. Stepped in a little dog piddle. Apparently she piddled before I could race her to the back door. Puppies suck. Frank was so much better. I'm going to get a sip of my coffee. Hold on just a second. It's been a little crazy in the shop. It was actually a little crazy before. Hogmaster, yeah. Off and on again. Now you're supposed to turn stuff off and on again, right? We do have a resupply of cold drip. However, I don't know as of the current status, but they were out of turtle, so we've been stuck. A little loud. Sorry about that. I'm going to turn y'all down just a bit. So they didn't have any turtle, so I'm existing on cold drip, which since it's AC is on, what am I trying to say? And the door's open, the AC's on. It's like right there at that irritating. Like in the morning, it's cool enough to not need it, but then as it gets in the middle of the day, hadn't cut the one on at the house yet. Oh no, we did. That's right, we did. We did last night. It's summertime in Mississippi, and it's been really activitous outside today too. I might add. We'll call him up in just a minute. I'm not ready to deal with that right now. So, what we had planned on doing today was throwing some locks. However, that all changed like 45 minutes, an hour before the broadcast started. So, can't throw locks now because that would really freak their stuff out, wouldn't it? Let me do a couple of administrative tasks here for a minute. So if you will bear with me while I do that, because I didn't have a chance to get plugged in and get kind of my thoughts together. Thoughts are scattered right now. There's too many things going on every which way. Hope everybody's doing well, though. I'm gonna run back over what's going on at the moment on the comments. It's snowing here. Fred, snowing up north. Have all doors closed, heating on. LPP, AC, it was almost 80% humidity. Yeah, it's yucky. It starts getting a little that, you can feel that tinge coming out. However, after the beginning of this year, I'm certainly not going to complain about heat. Spring day in New York, Zach says, so up there where several of y'all are, nice spring day. It's cool. Way better than rain or ice or snow any day of the week. We have not had too many parking issues this morning, so we haven't had to get Frank out. The other Frank, the big Frank, the little Frank. I'm gonna pull that. Let's take a look outside. That's why I switched the. That's why I switched the camera. And of course, last week we had the. Okay, so if I hit that, yeah, that button works. I remember I set that button. The how did that get behind that? That's not supposed to be behind that. Let's put this there. 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 Anyway. Oh, you know what? I've been my mobile comment section. Where is my mobile comment section? Where did my mobile comment section go? We have a lock unboxing that we got to do today. That was sent in to get a barrel key made. No, we're not going to install that now. We are not going to install that right now. Probably still need to keep charging this though. Oh, I don't have a spare cord. Need to keep charging this for the moment. This is those administrative tasks that I had to do. Carson looking kind of good there. Dude. Oh no, turn me down. No feedback. No feedback. Alright. So pretty day out there. Carson's kind of the same way it was last week. Everything's going good. Probably should go shut the door. Yeah, I think I'll go do that. Let it get a little chilly in here. Oh, is it time to get a Frank cam? It is time to get a Frank cam up. Frank cam. Hold on. You know, I may have fixed the audio. Let's check this out. Let's check out this audio. What's up, Frankie? Okay, well, stay right there. Hey, Frankie. What's up, Frank? Hey, Frank. Not great. Oh, there you go. What's up, y'all? What's up? Frank says hi. Frank says hi. Frank says hi. What you doing? He's just chilling. She was like, should I leave him? I was like, we gotta leave Frankie. You, Frankie, should I leave him? I was like, of course you should leave him. Of course you should. Silly not to leave Frank. See ya, Kevin. Thanks for joining in. Carson's not carrying a load of stuff. Do the dogs ever get brass chips in the paws? So that is one of the things we have to sweep a lot more when we have more dogs here. And of course we can't sweep 24, you know, like every morning when I come in I sweep. I did not sweep, Friday morning, yesterday morning. That was yesterday, right? Today's Saturday. So, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. We gotta bring the camera back over here. Little Frank. Hey, little Frank. So, yeah, that's one of the biggest things that I worry about. I mean, there's not a whole lot that can be done about it. It's that sweep every hour. But if we notice them, like, you know, acting weird about their paw, their paws are pretty resilient against Now the puppies is a different story. But again, I know that we've been bringing the puppies up here. So luckily, he came at a good time. He gave the whole place a sniff down. For sure, getting all irritated about puppies. Were there puppies in the house? Oh, there were, Frank. Yes, I was out on the sidewalk and I mean, like, I totally wasn't expecting this at all. Oh, look at them eyes. Look at them eyes, Frank. And they came walking up on the sidewalk and I turned around and we have we've got a lot of dogs that walk by, as you'll probably hear Frank fire off when they walk by. He hears them coming from a block away. But I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, he walked up and I was turned around and I was like, oh my God, it took a second to register who it was. And it was Frank and Grace. Little Frank's head appears to be Jason. That'd be a good screenshot, wouldn't it? I'll have to go back and screenshot that. See you later, Starlock. Treats for medium Frank. We actually do have some healthy treats right here. Frank, you want a treat? Treat. Gracie. These are classic crunchy treats. The chicken meal. Gracie wants one. Might be kind of stale. Are they kind of stale? Y'all manage? I guess they manage. I don't know how stale they are, so I'm not going to try them. They're probably fine to eat, but yeah, I'm not going to be trying. Nope, wrong one. That one. Nope. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that, huh? Oof, there it is. There it was. That looked kind of funny. What's up, Frank? Split screen there. There we go. I knew I had a screen for this. What you doing, Frank? You looking for more? That was it. It was just the one. It was just the one. Sorry, bro. Definitely medium Frank. However, when the new puppies get bigger, they're going to quickly outgrow Frank, and then he'll be little Frank again. I don't know if they'll ever meet. I mean, that would be a rare chance. I almost brought him up here today, but I didn't want to deal with dogs. No, I didn't. But that's okay. Alright, go lay down. I gotta work. Alright, well, we're just gonna play with the dog for a minute. I did not ever even say hey to everybody, but y'all know you're here. How much do you do much? I don't do much anymore automotive locksmithing. I did back in the 2000 to 2014 era. So anything in that era, I'm like totally cool with, but I don't do any of the fob stuff or anything. And I don't really do any of that stuff either, like going back old school, unless it's just something convenient, you know, close to here. I'm not going to go across town to do something like that. Yes. Yeah, techno. We were talking about a 3D printer and that other on that video that I just uploaded. That is cool. That'd be neat to have. I've thought, but I'm all right. I'd rather invest in more woodworking tools. I think I like stuff made of wood, like we were talking about, and you mentioned. Plastic and 3D printed stuff is okay. By far the greatest. I'd much rather have a nice, block of wood or a bench or even like pinning trays, stuff like that, like carved out of wood. That's why I kind of made my own woody pinning kit. Woody pinning kit. I'm thinking there's a puppy underneath me. So good luck with your new toy, though. That was the story of that. $200. It's not bad. It's not bad. Also, I don't want to hear it. Doesn't it make noise? They all have to make noise, I think. I don't want to hear that running, even in the back room. Huge time sink. Yeah, that too. How long it takes. '81 less Saber, easy key to cut. Not easy key to make if you have to make a key for it, though. Since the ignition has to be pulled out. I put in my fair share of years, because but when you're an auto locksmith from 2000 to 2015, 14, you actually are an auto locksmith for the 90s model. Your cars. So, and before. And that was when it was really popular for even 80s eras. 80s back then, in 2000 would have been still a 15, 20-year-old car. And back then people kept their cars, for that long. So, yeah, I've done my fair share of pulling ignitions. And, that was before the Lishy days. Before the Lishy days. Let me tell you something. Back in my day, it's not Jason Reed's, okay, don't get excited, but let me tell you something. Back in my day, when we had to go out and make keys for cars, we didn't have no fancy little Alicia things like that. We had the real deal. Make keys for cars by pulling them steering wheels and opening them door panels. I tell you one thing, I've cut my arm so many darn times doing that. I don't really ever want to have to go back and do that again. So let me tell you something. Those of you who walk around with them lishies all hanging off your belt like you some kind of Batman mother, then you just be glad that little Chinese guy decided to come up with that option. Because if it was any different, you'd have a real dang big problem. Let me tell you something. And that's how it worked back in my day. If you didn't get to cut your arms up once a day, you weren't no real auto locksmith. We heavily invested in Band-Aids. So, I actually had thought about doing a Jason Reed's recently because it's been a minute. So I started flipping through some of the old stuff, but I don't remember what I left off with. Honestly, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've done that. But yeah. Here. The wheel puller knocking the teeth out too, yeah. That was the first thing I was trying. That was like the number one thing I remember. First thing you learn with the puller. Be an auto mechanic. Oh yeah. I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro. I follow a few of them on YouTube, South Maine, and one other one. And then I think there's like a couple of auto locksmiths that love going to junkyards and ripping modules, pulling little fancy boards and chips and things out of cars. Yeah, I'll pass on that. More power to them. Somebody's got to do it, but I have no interest in doing this. And I don't know. You still got to be flexible, right? Don't drop screws down the column is the first thing. Well, that was the second thing because you gotta use the pulley thing before you get to the screws. So technically, that would have been my second thing. Auto mechanic pulling door panels and working sub door. It's like switching out. Yeah, I switched out my wife's truck for a scissor arm bracket deal mechanism once. That wasn't much fun. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't much fun. That was the last real. Please hold. Not a parking place station. Hey, good boy. You're doing good. Sneaking up behind me. No, it wasn't a parking place violator. One of the guys from down the street came and was the look he had on his face. I thought it was a thing. Fetch us a key. Hey, good boy. You didn't have to come get up just because you heard the door. Yeah, I mean, that's true. If they were too easy to fix, then everybody'd be doing it, right? Everybody'd be doing it and still messing it up. Hey, good boy. There you go, Frank. Go lay down. I'm working. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You may be working, but I'm here. Hey, good boy. You say hey to everybody? You say hey to everybody? Nope, not right now. I already said hey to y'all. I said hey to your stupid square box. Garza. Yeah, Jareth is the one I was thinking of. I've watched a few of his. Well, I watched one, and then you know what happens. You know what happens. That's why I think it's funny when we get those long. I just got a good long comment, and I realized that I just deleted it before I screenshotted it because I've been building up. I don't know why I didn't keep that comment, or at least screenshot it. I should go back. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Need some keys, babe?
Alright.
Ooh, my grass is done. You want me to take it off?
No.
This one.
Okay. You want to do plain brass or any of the colors or patterns up there?
Let's do something fun.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, do the one with the catch.
Cat. Alright. We have paw prints too, right beside it. But
Oh.
so, and we also have cougar up here, cougar print, which is kind of like Northwest Lincoln
Let me
almost.
see.
But yeah, kittens are a popular one.
Well, that's where my cat said I'm making a key, so I thought she remembered that.
Okay, so you want to do that one?
Yeah.
We've made a lot of kits to use.
She probably has like a whole,
Oh no, another one.
These are so cute. You've got all these. I've gotten the colored ones, but I've not gotten all these pretty ones.
Alright. Second to do it for you.
That's it.
Did you want to get maybe a tag or something to put it on, or do you have something that you can put it on
Yeah, I've
for?
got something I put it on.
Okay, I'm going to put it on this temporarily.
Yeah, perfect.
S351.
Can I do this?
Yep.
I usually have cash, but I always spend it.
You can actually put it on the front.
What I do? Just do like that?
Yep, there you go.
Are you serious?
It's a miracle, yep. And the last four on your, is that you? Is that the last four of your phone
My
number?
phone? Yes, it is. How does it know?
They keep your phone number so they can send you a receipt.
How do it know? That's amazing.
Yeah, it's actually convenient that way because it'll automatically send
God.
receipts to you. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well,
And they block it out so we can't see the whole thing, but
I mean, that is amazing. Who knew?
all right.
Who knew? Thank you. Oh, look, there's one with the horse on. Oh, so cute.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Yeah, square. Them dang computers. They know everything nowadays. I'm gonna go check on sister. So I have the hound. I have pictures of her sleeping on my chest, okay? But she still refuses to come to me. She's always been shy. And that was weird when we kept her, because we kept her for like a week. You know, and like the second day, she was just all like sleeping on my chest and like snuggling with me. Bruh. Okay, now it's a parking place thing. You ever seen a grown tough man run? Well, when they want a fucking parking place for their very own so they don't have to walk too far, that's what they do. They jump out of their car and they literally run away from the sidewalk and go down the lane behind the cars. So repetitive. So obvious. Oh, what guess? What game? We don't have a game. I don't think we have a game, do we? Yeah, I guess I got lure Grace out. What's up, Roan? I didn't see you. I didn't see anybody. I hadn't been paying attention to the comments. So, I'm going to watch the comments for just a minute. Where's his bell? Delayed. It may be a camera mic stream thing. First machine was a Tronix P802. Are we all talking about printer things again? I got a glare. New old stock click starter kit. 20 keys. Dang, that's a lot of money in keys. At least over here it's a lot of money in keys. The click, also click keys. I price quoted that one time to somebody. Yeah. 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 You hear the door open, close, and then you hear the bell. Well, it does have a bit of a delay. But not too bad of one. It must be a stream thing. The game's to guess. Oh, that game. That game that y'all play and I don't have any part of. Got it. I'm just here. I'm just the dummy that waits on them. That don't even count. I'm driving myself crazy. One time I decided I was like, I'm gonna buy one of those clicky deal things to count keys in a day, just to see, like, you know. It didn't even last half a day. It was like, if I'm not here, I know Kim's not gonna do it, and then it's just like, and then you even count like keys that get wasted or whatever the case is. But I know it would throw the guess off wildly when I do like setup key days. So I don't know where I went with that. An elaborate set of outside mirrors. In fact, speaking of mirrors, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the microphone there. I need to make this brighter. I can't see the comments. The Russian videos, we put the giant stickers on the windshield. Yeah, boom, the big sticker that like literally sticks really well. Like they specially ordered super strong sticky stickers. Our current a-hole for the day is driving a nice Chevy 2012 model Silverado with the atypical camo hat in the front, chipped up sunscreen, probably from driving the country fields too much. You use those counters to keep track of people in the building. So if you do that often, if you accidentally click it one too many times, you just remember and subtract, or do you start all over and recount your way up? That's one reason I gave up on that. Well, everybody's got Click now. Of course, that's because it's all one company. But I will note, when I did quote that Click theme, a big quote, it was ASA Click, like, because I'm not a Medico person. And ASA Click came first. Right? ASA was first, Medico second? Or Medico first, ASA second. I think it was ASA, not the corporation ASA, but ASA Lock. Or Multi-Lock. I didn't think about that. I feel like Multi-Lock would have come behind both of those. Chipped windscreen from tailgating on the freeway too much. Yep, that's exactly it, Andy. Does he have truck things hanging from the back? I'm not going to go look. I can't see them from here, which is fine with me. Yeah, y'all go ahead and disappear too. Boy, I forgot about boy. I was pretty 100% sure ASA was before Medico. But that was right during that whole merger time, too. That was when everybody was kind of like, yeah, I'll buy your company for $1.5 billion. And the other dude's like, well, it's time for me to retire, so I think I'll take you up on that offer. And the other dude was like, all right, well, we got us a company now. Let's go get some steak and champagne at the nearest fancy restaurant. I'm going to put this KW5 back. Earlier in the day, when we had that customer come in to get a key cut, it was cut on a KW5. I didn't really explain this, but just sitting here made me realize it. So KW5, we got to talk about locks, don't we? So this is the education part of the show. KW5 blank uses this oval head. This is a true 6-cut key blank. Shoulder at the top and the bottom are equal. KW9 or KW11 or KW10, which KW10 was the original Quickset Titan, and it used the 6th pin, but in the front, which is very odd. It still throws people off to this day. The actual front pin is the number 1 pin. Instead of it being a number 6 pin, it's a number 1, and it pushes everything else back. That comes into play when you have to master key locks using a KW1 and KW10 style key. all the color keys now. And by the way, also some people have asked if these are aluminum. These are all jet or happy keys, all like made in the U.S., just coated metal or brass, of course. Same thing as this, just a coating. Just this with a coating, and it's the same as the KW10. So if you have a customer that uses the KW10, you can use any of these painted keys if you happen to have them. But if and also you could use the KW1, you could use that on this if you really wanted to. It's kind of ridiculous to do that because especially with this big head, these were like easier to torque. That really only comes into place if you have a Titan, an actual Titan lock. But then they popped out with the actual 6-pin where the pin was at the very end. There's only one real company that made this popular, and that was that DD Technologies, or one of the gate companies had that stupid lock on it that used a 6-pin, a true 6-pin cylinder. It was a key and knob cylinder inside of a plastic housing thing, so you could take it apart and rekey it. And it actually had the 6 pin, so if you wanted to rekey it to a 5-pin to match everything else, you just dropped like you would normally just drop the 6-pin out. So anyway, that's Education 101. Locksmithing 101 with Jason today. There you go. We're done learning. Let me get a sip of coffee. Oh, yes. Unboxing. 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 Yep, check out Roon's channel at that link that Wes provided. Wedged in before the first one. How they did, like literally they squeezed it in. It's like, oh hey, let's do this and make it and squeeze it in. Ridiculous. Bought Walmart paint set to make your own painted keys. You can actually have those made. I saw the price on that one time. It's ridiculous. It's like $10,000 to get your own custom, or you have to buy $10,000 worth of keys to get your own custom painted design. Lock Force. One day, if we get there, y'all, if we get up to let's say if we get up to 2 million subscribers one day in the future, then we'll make custom painted Lock Force keys. Incentive, right? And I'll send everybody one, especially our initial 100. Which is what your legacy future is going to be called, the Legacy 100. First it was Legacy 50, then it got to be like Legacy 75. Technically there's a Legacy 50, and then like a Legacy 75. You know who you are. Oh, unboxing. Magna Latch. Thank you for that. First click system might have been Icon. Huh. I don't know much about that company. You're ever going to wire up that green stoplight? You know, I was just talking to Kim about that. I have not found my power supply. It is not. Now, yes. The answer to that is yes. I was getting up to come do what exactly? What in the heck did I just get up to come do? So, unboxing. Let's see what we have today, y'all. Unboxing. If I can find my razor blade. I'm gonna be careful with this. I'm actually quite scared. That dude did go to the restaurant. A-hole. A-hole. We're not gonna play around with the razor blade like we do other forms of opening, because I'm pretty scared of it. I've had my problems with razor blade knives in the past, and I don't care to repeat them. This is a business customer send-in. Needs a key made. I think I remember this guy from his email. Let's see. Yep. Ow. No biggie. This is an interesting one. This is a full mortise, looks like. Let's get that wrapped up, put back in the box. Boom, get that out of the way. And we have... Yeah, pre-cut definitely would not work that. Right, let me minimize the chat here. Jason, you hook up a light behind the green lens. That goes on when people want to, ooh, that's a good idea, G-Key. That's a good idea. Let's bring this camera. Let me bribe this camera up. State of the front workbench. You received your Plinkio just after the last. Okay, sweet. Dusty Knuckles, the first ever Plinkio winner. Which again, we don't play every week. It's pretty hard thing to accomplish is the Plinkio game. Frank, alright, Frank chilling out over there. I really wanted to see what those click mechanisms were like. Not really in a take apart and kind of gather, look at, video or anything like that, but more of like just putting them in use on doors. Out of the box, like how user friendly was it, getting all the wiring and because the way I had it was like I had control boxes or something, I don't recall, but back then they had like, it was the very beginning of when they were starting to like network everything together. All right, LPP, have a good one, y'all. Did you get y'all had rain come through? Y'all get the rain after us, and we had storms come through Thursday. It was supposed to hit us real bad, and it didn't. So. Hope it passed by y'all too. I missed if you said that. Oh, thank you. AC just went off. Much better. What is up, Butcher's Block? Yeah, I know it was that, but there's the part where you go like download the keys, and they wanted like a remote option for it. As I recall, there was some type of remote thing that had to be wired from one office to another to be able to download the key history from a remote location. How they wanted it, I had to. This was like 10 years ago, so it was different back then. I mean, back when it was like literally right when they introduced it, before Medico had theirs, or right when Medico adopted theirs, and going just like cars, it was kind of the Wild West back there. I do remember me having to wire something to something and me not being happy about it because it was a big area. The audit trail for, yeah. Anyway, oh yeah. Phew. And now it can be programmed with an iPhone. It's not surprising. There is a data point connected to this server. Still, I guess. But now, like, Wi-Fi is totally different than it was then. So we've got faster, Wi-Fi. So now it's probably not as big a thing. And the funny thing is the company really shouldn't have been doing it. There was no reason why they were doing it. And yes, the power source, that's technically we had talked about that. You could just like wire it and plug it in. Still planning on doing that. Let's take a look at this thing. Sorry, I was reading a little back on the comments there. Let's switch to split again and take a look at this guy, because I actually have to make it. We have to decide what key to use for it. Y'all hear me okay still over there? Spin camera around. We'll glare at redneck in the truck out there. Let's take a look at this guy. I see at least two. Yeah, it's just two. So this was before it was mailed in. He asked, and I was like, "You can always try this. You know, it might or might not work, but the D8890 is the cheapest way to do it." And he did it, and he said it was unlocking. Okay, so I can already tell what probably the problem is this. So we're missing that first lever when you're trying to use this guy. So it's not really probably lifting. So it's not, that's what happened when he bought it. It was able to unlock probably because he was jiggling it. So what I'm doing there is pulling up on the key, and it'll activate that first lever. But what's going to happen there is it may activate the lever, but it'll barely make the bolt do anything. Actually, it's not. Oh, there we go. So by sitting there jiggling it around, you may be able to get it open. That's a horrible thing to do with a lock. So small diameter and big diameter. That'll work. So, too big and it's just clunky. So in this case, we have to go with the small one. So, this one's probably... No, I know what you check. Actually, just made this one for another customer. No, that's what I thought. That's got a real small hole diameter. So we can't use that. Or the longer brother, so that would leave us with just those two right now. Oh my god. Girl. So one of these two, I've got to touch base with him to see which design he wants to go with. What do y'all think? I wish I had a spare phone to take a picture and email it to find out real quick we could actually make the key. As it is, I could just make it on that. Be done with it. But even, you know, even a little 2 lever like that, it's not going to be too bad making a key for. Like this super security guy. Super security. It goes to a little music, a little fancy little jade. Jade, like the green rock stuff. Jade. But since it's 2 lever, really, it's just going to be leaving the tip up after I grind it, and then maybe like a step this way or a step that way. Shouldn't be too bad. I'll throw these up on the counter so when live gets done, I can go take a picture of it, email them, and let them decide which one. And actually, I have to verify the price too. Well, you know what? Come think about it. Hold up. I just thought about something. Oh, that was what I forgot to mention. The important thing. It's the width. That's a pretty important thing too. Making sure it's wide enough, because just realized that this would work. As well. I don't know about that. SE lock and key. No, we don't do that. Can y'all give me a lock system for my dad? Click. Yeah, so like who was it that just mentioned that? We'll vote now, and I'll post later on. Maybe it's like a pinned post or something. Decide which do you think the customer will get? The ring, the wideband ring, I should say, or the flat wideband ring. I like, between the two of them, I think these are pretty cool, but, you know, because you got to consider it hanging out of a fancy cabinet. It's not just the key. It's the fact that it's hanging out of a fancy cabinet with a tassel that probably costs like $50 from the local, you know, shopper's market, whatever, hanging from it in the center of a room. So this is an important thing. This is an important decision, right? I mean, in some people's eyes, this is a pretty important decision. Y'all are mostly voting flat, it looks like. Flat one, the one wideband. I kind of like the wideband. I don't know why. But between those two, because these other ones are just too big. It's 50-50. It's a 50-50. For me, 50-50, you know. And yeah, I'll post in the comments after the video gets resolved and all that later on, or once the customer verifies. I'll take a picture of it and we'll update it or do it as a community post. And do it as a community post. So honestly, once we get it cut down to fit either one of them, it's not going to be that hard to finish. Filing the key. The other one that I've got done, I don't know, did I show you all this one? We talked about this one, I think. I feel like we probably talked about this one in something, but maybe at the time I didn't have the key made. I don't know. I don't know if I updated you or not. This one's very particular about gravity for some odd reason. Like these. roller bearing. And normally that's not a problem because you're expected to see these on like this in cabinets or drawers. These are actually for doors sideways. And I have no idea. It's one of those things that's just kind of a mystery. Because if you hold it like this, right, it works fine. But if you tilt it any little bit, like it starts acting really super weird. I don't know. And it's a simple mechanism. It's just like any other. It's kind of got some weird features in there. What? SE lock and key. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is there something going on with it? Do you have the original keys or copies of keys? So you've got the handle assembly off and you were just wanting to bring it in? Can you take a picture of it and email it to me so I can see which style you have? Okay, the company name, SE Lock and Key at gmail.com. Jason? Yeah, before you go to that trouble, just send me an email. Yep. Okay. Yeah, shoot me an email. Shoot me an email with pictures and I'll take a look at it and let you all reply to the email. Alright, thanks. Hello.
Hello, it's in the safe.
Yeah.
And Mitchell is a hot mess today. They're all working on that. I had to walk up here.
You're all working on what?
They got the electrical off. It won't be on until 5 o'clock. So this is my, yeah, no power on Mitchell until 5. And then they're putting up new poles or something. I couldn't even get up the street. It's easier to walk up here. Couldn't get out unless I went up down there.
Oh, I saw that hot mess down there this morning.
That nasty. I had to come out by those nasty apartments over there on Taylor. I didn't want to walk that way. Where are the puppies?
The puppies are at home. I've actually got our last year foster dog, Frank, and his sister up here right now. I wasn't expecting to deal with dogs today, and he came by. Can't say no to him, so told her.
Did Pippa ever get you a crate?
We probably aren't going to need it.
Okay, because there's one over here on Pennsylvania sitting out on the side of the street right now. A crate.
Yeah, we have one, and we'd rather just get them trained not to be crazy and be running around. So, same way we did with the full Frank here. I don't think I'd rather not have it in the way, too. Especially when you leave the door open and walk into it.
Right. How long were you without water and electricity?
We don't use a lot of water here, but we were out for about a week and a half. We never run out of electricity like it since we're on the same grid. And the power station's right there, so like very, very rarely does our power go
I
out.
am on a different grid. I am on the grid with people on close to the West Street.
Oh.
So the house next door to me on my block, she has power and I don't.
Right.
I learned that during Katrina.
Well, we're right there, you know, transmission lines, and then you've got I don't know, they've taught me all about it, and I keep trying to force myself to forget, but the lines that go into the neighborhoods, I think you're on that. Because we've talked to the guys that are replacing the poles. I didn't know they were going to be doing it all the way down there, though.
Oh yeah, they've been working on it.
I thought it was just the business district itself. I didn't know they were
You know
going
they
to be doing
sweep all the way down to Oxford Street?
the hand
They
sweepers.
sweep all the way, but that's zone different. Y'all are.
Well-
Your zone, your urban use,
Yeah.
and I'm mixed use.
Well, yeah, they with the drawing of the boundaries were very particular. I did notice that when I saw the documents for the bid thing. I noticed how they drew around like certain businesses to make sure that they got the right money from those businesses.
Oh.
Yeah. Which makes sense. Like they stopped, the way they stopped, and you know, instead of just square, it was very, very particular to knock out certain sections of it. So,
What are you gonna do about those nasty apartments up there?
which ones?
Those right there, the ones on Taylor.
I don't know. I'll try to stay away from over there.
I had to come up through those because the drive. I was like,
Yeah.
He's an interesting person. I bet you see all the interesting people.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Bring up names for the ones you don't know the names of.
Like, there's 2 dedicated cameras just for them, you know.
Yeah.
I had a guy get pissed this morning because I was videoing something and he happened to be walking by, but I lowered my phone. He got mad. He's like, I know you ain't taking a picture of me. I was like, no, I'm taking one past you. That's why I just lowered my camera. Yeah, see, lock and key. No, man, we don't want anybody that comes out on Saturday. No. What type of vehicle is it? No, we don't do that. No, sure don't. I'm sorry. Alright, let me give you a bit of a break here.
Well, thank you, since I minded. I told Kim what you told me.
It's been a minute.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get around to things. We had what? Ice storms and
Well, yeah.
the world just all fell apart.
Things take precedent. I understand that.
All right, thanks.
Alright. Is that your email? Starts with JA?
Yeah, that's
Alright.
it.
I'll send it to the email. She should have already programmed the ship, but if you have
She
any
said she
problems,
did.
if you have any problems, bring the truck back with you, and I'll make
Okay.
sure.
Waited on your stepdaughter the other day. She came in with a group of her little friends. Sweet girl.
Yeah, I heard about that.
She's very sweet. I looked at her and went, "You're Kim's girl."
Pretty recognizable.
She was like, "Who are you?" No, she was not rude. She was
Oh, I
not
said
rude.
recognizable. Like they look so much alike.
Well, she posts pictures of her on Facebook. So I
Right.
know what she looks like. Do they have a good burger next door, or should I go up to Brent's and get one? I'm going to pay them a lot more over here than I would at Brent's.
Yeah.
All right, I'll walk to Brent's. Thanks.
See ya.
All right.
Okay. Sorry, y'all. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? Oh, hey, Frank. Hey. Watch out for that thing. That's a weirdo thing. Come here, Frank. Where you going? Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. Come here, Grace. No. Bored? Are you bored? You want another treat? You want another treat? Oh, yeah, now you come running over. Fine, be that way. Where'd the phone go? Dude in the truck. SE lock and key. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Like the deadbolt's not going in the hole when you close the door? Try spray. Are you using a copy of a key or? Might want to try lubricant. Just spray. If all you have is WD-40, try that. Spray a little bit in there and work the key in and out. But y'all use that coming and going all the time, right? If I recall, you had what's called a quickset smart key cylinder in that lock, and I believe if that's it, that you could have a failure there. It's pretty common for those to fail. So, especially if you have been using a copy, if you've been having to jiggle the key to get it to turn. Try spraying some lubricant in there a little bit and run the key in and out several times. Okay. But yeah, it'd be like Tuesday before I could come down. Yeah, just call me Monday morning. Yep. Thanks, bye. Smart key failure. Smart key failure. Smart key failure. I think goodbye. What's up, Frank? Did you enjoy that treat? Grace, did you enjoy your treat? Grace, hey. Can't see her. You can't. Barely. She's like right around the corner. What you doing, Grace? So rude. Don't come get treats from somebody. And just, that's all you want. That's all. Then I'll come to you if you get a treat. I want one of those. I don't want one, but I want to get one of those Schlage SC1 keyway. If it's not marked key, I recommend graphite. Did y'all count the phone call being, there was one where I think I jumped straight over to another phone call? I don't know if y'all counted that or not. I ain't paying attention. Save money on her ATM. Well, and this is their main use door, so, but yeah, he did verify that it had been having to jiggle it, so. Bad copy of the key. I can't recall. I remember maybe lubricating it and checking the keys while I was there replacing the thumb. The broken quickset thumb thing. But at the time, everything was working fine because it was fairly new handle, so I didn't really do anything besides lubricate the deadbolt and check the keys that were there. And I didn't know what his key looked like. I only had somebody else's key, so he could be using a Walmart copy. You never know. Haven't found any distributors. It's the race to get the Lishy and the smart key, right? The race to do the video. I know some people will probably have it on special order. Five or six, but you gotta do something. I lost count. Oh, what time is it? 12:30. We have actually successfully done absolutely nothing today. So last week we had no power. We had no internet last week. So we went on a field trip. Now, there's several things that I learned from that, right? Number one, our signal sucks. Until they turn it 5G towards us, which I know people, so I'm going to call people. I'm going to call my people, it's me, is going to call other people and say, hey, yo, why is 5G pointing that way and not this way? That's literally the stupidest thing ever. I've noticed that, number one, in that I was going too fast with the camera and it was like a little too blurry and a little too motion sickness, and even though I was trying to be careful carrying it, it's like I needed to stop and just wait like a minute for it to resolve, but instead I would only wait 5 or 6 seconds, just thinking like it's a camera that's plugged in. So that was my bad watching the video last week. My bad about that. And this is all just, actually it's good that I tried it. I just don't think it has a strong enough signal. I mean, it worked, but it was real blurry and shaky, and I did move too fast. So next time, instead of walking and doing, we'll have to walk to a destination like the roof or something crazy like that, and stay there for a minute, and maybe even bring a tripod and set it up, let the camera kind of the streamer acquire its signal, I should say. And what was the other thing? Oh, I think I discovered, we need to try this, y'all, because I hadn't had a chance to do this. I didn't want to put this on earlier, right, because I didn't want Frank to rip it off. Yeah, I said your name. He's just out of sight. So I do want to try something while we're doing this. Know if I corrected the problem, right? Corrected the problem. We need to find this is constant testing. Constant testing. Yes, asshole in the truck. I told you about the windscreen thing there. Asshole. All right. Let us mute this guy. And activate that. All right, so I had a problem with this being way too quiet, and I think I discovered the problem. So if you will let me know now while I've got this to see if it's a little bit louder than it was before or if it's kind of the same. And this doesn't involve field trips, but it's got a lag. All right, so the volume is still low. All right, so then we can turn that up, and what happens is it's like actually spiking a little bit, but I don't know if that's actually coming through, and there is lag. Compressed audio. Gosh, I thought I had this fixed, but I guess I don't. Very low. It's weird. The volume's good now. Okay, it should be because it's like, it's like spiking. Actually, it switched channels on it, and I don't know for sure whether that is. And there is lag. Fix the volume part, but I caused a lag part. That's just terrific. Well, shoot. That's just silly then. That's not going to work. It's a tad louder than the normal. Okay. Well, I wonder why there's lag. Let's turn that off. Okay, now we're on the big mic. Is that, oh, that's computer lag. Shoot, that's not the mic. We calls computer mic. Oh, hold up. Damn it. Computer problems. Let's let that settle down a little bit. Yeah, that had nothing to, I don't think that had anything to do with, I don't think that had anything to do with the actual mic per se, as I don't know why we have a spike on the computer. Them dang computers. Just acting really weird. Cache refresh. Refresh! We should be back. I don't know why I did it. I guess when I turned that on, it decided to do it. But it faux show spiked my computer. Faux show. It was a very delicate operation. Turn this mic up a little bit higher. There we go. Big delay. Is it still got a big delay? Nope, still lag. ASS? What in the ASS is going on? Okay. Now, cache refresh. Cache refresh. Still off sync. Okay, according to this, it's okay, so I don't know why. It's getting better, though, I think. Just let it rest. I'm going to step away from the computer in case I'm causing some kind of... Still causing some kind of weird delay. Maybe it was just because I was messing with the... The Matrix has a flaw. I can't reboot during the stream. I'm going to go open the door. How about that? Let's switch to... Everybody's like, no, don't switch. Don't switch. Oh. Bad call. I'm pushing buttons as hard as I can. Oh, I guess it was because I was messing around with the volume and everything. Yeah. That's coming through as not laggy. It's the dog camera. It's the little Frank camera. The little Frank camera. Medium Frank. Your mom will be here soon. Yeah, she will. Yep. She'll be here soon. He's giving him some side eye. He does some serious side eye. For sure. Oh. Camera off. There we go. Still slow. I think the camera is actually... Alright, let's come over here, camera. Technical difficulties halfway through. Okay, yeah, YouTube hit me for a copyright strike. Not a bad one, just a music. 15 seconds of music. Had the door open last week while I was cutting keys, and I guess a car drove by. I never actually even heard it in the video. But something triggered it to say you have a song. So I ended up having to cut it out of the video. For 15 seconds out of a 2-hour stream. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Just like this camera is ridiculous. Alright, last cache refresh. I think it's getting a little bit back to normal. He just blinked. I think it's a little bit back to normal. We're about to end the stream anyway, so I do have to take a picture of I do have to take a picture of Frank. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to load the man, I made new assemble and disassemble ones, and I forgot to load them in here. Dang it, Jason. You remember hearing the tune? Did y'all say something? Didn't really matter. I couldn't have fixed it till the end anyway. He got one for 4 seconds. No, I did the unboxing. It was this thing. That was it. That was the unboxing. That was the only box I had. We just gotta make a key for it now. Got a lot of slop in the bowl. It's kind of unusual. I forgot I was on that screen. Total failure on the camera part, y'all. Right at the end of the stream. Too much ad on YouTube. I know, Simon. I know. I know. It's just... It helps pay to keep the batteries on, right? It helps pay for Saturday Morning Live. By watching ads and by smashing the thumbs up and by commenting. They suck. I hate ads. I have Hulu and I have to watch like 2.5-minute ads. Facebook recycles so many YouTube, and I pay for the YouTube Premium so I don't have to watch ads. But you can't do that on Facebook. You can on Hulu, but it's really expensive. Not really worth it. If you're watching TV, you're going to see ads regardless. So yeah, it sucks, but it does help pay the power bill. I know the air is working really well. Thermostat's working well. Probably need to take the filter down and clean it. Might have to do that after live too. Oh man, it has been a day. It's kind of quieted down. We kind of lost our regular train of customers coming down. Busy for a minute and then dead. And what's going to happen is I'm going to be like pack up, be like I'm ready to get out of here. I know the camera's still messed up. Freaking lag. I see it happening. There we go. Try that one more time. Apparently YouTube's like not wanting me to stream right now. It's not the computer, it's got to be the camera now. It's them dang Russian hackers. A few delays of making high pitch, you're playing it wrong. That's like a key machine in a box store, right? You can hear it. Those of you who know that sound. What is up, Daniel? Thanks for joining in. We are actually wrapping it up with a horrible video lag on the cameras. It's just one of those fun things that happens during Lock 4 sometimes. Could be like a cold drip. I know I just took a big old sip of this. I don't know if you saw it through the lag or not, but I just took a sip of my coffee. And it's empty. So I'm actually going to go fill up with cold drip. Fill up a new cup of cold drip. Just laggy. I keep resolving. I hate that. Hey, Keymad, what is up? We'll go to this. We'll go to this screen right here. Which one is it? Which one is it? Not that one. Yeah, check in on Frank one last time. He's sleeping. Let's see if that camera works. One last. He's I think the camera works. I just don't think he's moving. What you think, Frank? Did y'all see that eye open? See the eye open. I'm like, what do you want? What do you want? All right, so that again, I made an awesome, cool new thing. We were supposed to be orange today. We're supposed to be orange, but now we're still the same old. So we're totally frozen. What in the heck? What in the heck? There we go. Oh, look, it decided to clear up all of a sudden. So, hopefully it can clear up. Yes, it did clear up. Mostly. Better than it was. So that we can at least finish this dang video, right? Okay, well, we're not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go ahead and carry on with the rest of it. Good now. Yes, thank you. Get out of there. Should be good. That is weird. I don't know. Something just like crawled there like a rat ate its wire. That's why by the way, that's why we had no internet last weekend. It's because of a rat. Chewed through the wire, supposedly. And it sparked. So, there was no rat there. Frank's ears move when you call his name. When I say his name, his ears twitch a little bit. You have that video of him watching Who Let the Dogs Out by Baha Men. He was all up in the middle of that. He got really offended during it. Jason reads the weather report. Today is mostly cloudy with a chance of rain, like it is pretty much every day in the South. We could either have rain or we could just have big monster tornadoes that comes down and rips everything apart. But today, I don't think we're having that. I think we're just having a really hard day clouds. Hey.
Hey, I'm Kelly Rose and I live down the street. You were gonna order.
It's a good machine. It's a little bit expensive. It's like
How much is it?
300, I think.
Uh-huh.
But the regular chip reader things are 70, and that'll print.
And it's easy to use?
It's just like the app. It's basically a phone with the app, and that's it.
A one-time $300 fee?
Well,
What's your monthly
the
on it?
processing fee. There's a processing fee for every transaction. It's like 15 cents for each one plus a certain percentage, like 1 point. I don't know offhand.
And do they charge you a monthly fee?
There's no monthly fee. It's just it's a percentage of every sale
Right.
plus the 15 cents.
Gotcha. Okay.
But Square, yeah, it's a good one to go with if you need a mobile reader type solution. You don't have to get that one. We only got that for the printer. You can just buy this for like $10. But that won't do chip cards. You're supposedly not protected as a merchant if you don't do the chip card reader, which is a bigger version of that. When you buy that, it comes with this, because sometimes chips don't work, so you just swipe it instead.
Gotcha.
But that, we needed a printer, so if you don't need a printer, you don't have to spend $300. You can just buy.
So do you want to give me a receipt or you gonna remember?
It's on your credit. It was sent to your.
Okay.
It was sent to your text. But yeah, we know. It's fine.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll
So
call
you
Monday.
call me?
I'll call you and let you know what I find out.
Thank you.
I mean a little bit. I kind of remember what it is. It's a silly. It's this slide drop thing that I put in. Slide drop. Hook latch. Flake has them. They're. It's like a fancier drop bolt deal. I could go to Home Depot and get one to put on her door. No, I don't think she's scoping me out. I don't think that lady's scoping me out. I've been to her house several times. Pretty sure she's not scoping me out. I could go scope out her house if I really wanted to, but I don't. Yeah, the ink in the paper. The ink uses a little roller cartridge thing. I don't think we've had to replace it. The ink's holding up pretty well. But the paper, yes, that thing is, the paper is pricey, for sure. For sure, it adds up. Thinking about becoming competition. Yeah, she's getting bored with her life at her, $1 million+ house, and she's gonna get into the locksmith business. I see you, lady. I see you. I see you out there trying to make money in the locksmith world. Thermal paper. Thank you for the. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know how I am about that. All right, so it was Lockforce disassemble. We're gonna go ahead and bounce to that screen. Thanks, y'all, for tuning in today. It's 12:53. We have reached the end of Saturday Morning Live, which actually we didn't do a whole lot. We learned about quickset keys. We had a few customers. The shoe shop's closed, dude. Don't bother, bro. We're going to go ahead and locksmith Lockforce. Wait a minute. I know why I had to turn down now. Let's turn that down. Lockforce disassemble. Oh, works much better. I guess the new batteries helped that. Did you notice we put new batteries in today? Frank, what's up, Frank? Frank, come to see what's going on. He's like, what are you yelling about? Damn. What are you yelling about? Come on. What are you yelling about? Say bye, little Frank. Bye, little Frank. Say, don't point that thing at me. Don't point that thing at me. Oh, yeah. Hey, little Grace. Hey, little Grace. Bye, little Grace. See you later. See you later. See ya. Alright. Now, I gotta go email that dude, right? I will update the comments on which ones. Did I already put them out there? I did put them out there. Oh no, watch out, Frank. Don't let it fall on you. He doesn't like the tripod at all. I don't blame him. It's like a big spider. It's like a big spider with legs. I'll probably take them to go potty, actually, is what I gotta do now. So tired of freaking doing the potty thing, I don't know. But anyway, as we said, what are y'all doing? Somebody backed up and hit a car yesterday. Car parked out front. Just revenge. I don't have the video clip of it here. Obviously, we had a video problem, but 2 people were parked out front. One in a van from out of state. One in a car. The van backed up into the car. Almost left the scene without leaving a note. I was like, bro, I'd leave a note if I were you. He thought about it. I guess, a higher power hit him in the head for wanting to drive off, because he asked me if I was like, you didn't see that, right? I was like, no, but my camera's dead. That type of thing. So I don't know. He ended up coming back in and doing a note and left it on the person's car. But the person's car that was there had been parked out there for 2 hours already. So I thought it was kind of humorous. But anyway, forgot to add that. Forgot to mention that there was a crunchy, or it didn't really crunchy. It crunchy, but it didn't leave me any surprises or anything like that. So anyway, thanks again for tuning in, y'all. Have a great weekend. We appreciate it, and we will have a